Hello and welcome back to Dogwood Paper Arts. This is Angela Thoma, and we are working on our new one signature journal using these papers by Ciao Bella. The Sound of Spring, I think it's called. And today I decided to use this fabric for the inside cover of our envelope. And we are going to, I ironed this one this time, but you can see it still has some fold lines. We are going to use the Wonder under it. This is it. It's a Pellon 805 Wonder Under interfacing. I got it at Walmart. And that's all it is. It has these little fibers on the inside that are gluey. And you flip this over to the back. And if it's bigger than your piece, you'll need to put a mat under it that will allow you to get glue on it, which is this one. I'm just going to flop it over here. And you can see that it's a little larger than this piece. Make sure you put it on the wrong side of your fabric and that you have the rough side down and this smooth side up. And we're going to iron that on. It takes a dry iron. It takes that. But it takes, I don't know, 5 to 8 seconds once the iron heats up good. Per little section. So you have a piece like this. It might take us a couple of minutes here. You'll have to forgive me if my power goes down a little bit. The iron always causes my lights to, every time the iron clicks, it my lights, which are all hooked up over there, kind of flicker a little bit. I know it's probably something dangerous, but nothing's ever happened, so I'm good. I'm good. You can see how that stuck to the mat, but it just pulls up. This is like any other gluey mat option. I suppose you could use glue on this or anything that you want. Really, I'm probably going way too fast. I should be going slow motion. It's kind of meditative when you go that slow. Okay, I'm going to be careful, this mat gets very hot, but it sure works good. Okay, now we're going to need to move this stuff out of the way temporarily. And my little ironing board, and I'll have to remember, do not touch the iron, Angela. Okay, I'll try not to. I probably will, you guys. I'm like that. Let me get my pinking chairs. Those difficult to work items. Excuse my head. Gotta show you my hair every now and then. Whoops, sorry. Gotta bang around in here a little bit. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is flip this over this way. And I'm going to line it up there along the top just like that. And I know this is a little bit of craziness, but I'm just going to trace around it. Because I am going to sew this, but before I sew it, it's going to get ironed onto it. Move my sleeve. Okay, now let's double check that top, because we're going to cut it down with our pinking shears a little bit. Okay, here we go. I'm going to probably cut inside the line here. We'll see how it goes. And if it doesn't cover up everything in there after I do this, then maybe we'll just glue some back on. You never know. So I cut a little high there and a little low there. Well, we'll see what happens. I got off track. I just got to happy clipping. And 2 more sides, please. Okay. I'll give you 2 more sides. Let me put this down here. I realize that that's pretty noisy. I'm going to hold this with my elbow on one side and my hand on the other. When it's right on the edge, it's always harder to clip. And these scissors, they just kill my hands, you guys. Really now. I just don't like that part of it at all. So right up here I had it pretty much on the line, so I'm just going to clip a little bit off. And you know, when we get this on the top of this, it's probably going to all look really crooked. The big reveal. And we'll see where we need to cut it back down a little bit more. It's okay. You know, it's almost perfect, you guys. Almost. It's upside down. Although I don't know if there's a right side up on this journal. There will be once we get this on. Okay, so I can see that I need to clip it down just slightly on this side. And just a little bit right there. Not very much. Okay, and then I think a little bit on this side. Oops, I cut a curve in it. See that? Oopsie. Oopsie daisy. Oh my gosh, look at that. Well, we're going to have to straighten that up, that's for sure. Oh, it's okay. It's not bad. Not bad, not bad. Yeah, you can't really tell because it's very similar colors. Okay, so now what we need to do is bring our ironing board back. And I need to scooch my chair back. And once again, I'm going to put this mat down. Are we there? This is just, I don't know what this mat's called, to be honest with you. I'll look just a minute and tell you after we get this on there. Now, we can't iron it with the paper on it, so we have to peel it off. And if it doesn't peel off nicely, then we need to go back and iron it again. Or maybe we just can't even find a place to peel it because we snipped it like this. Sometimes right around the corners it doesn't want to just peel off, but there we go. So then we have this beautiful piece of paper we can use in our journal if we want. Don't know if you can write on it or anything, but it'd be worth a try. Is there an up or down? No, not really. Okay. Now the reason we have this mat under here is so if any of these little points touch down there, they'll stick to the plastic and not to the wrong side of the book. Okay, make sure we got it on there. And let's apply it. It's the same theory. Dry iron. And I always like to press that very first one down really good, because I don't want it to slip. So that's what I'm doing. I can't wait to see what kind of strength this gives the cover. I need to move my chair back a little bit more. Don't want to trip over it. Then, oh, I forgot to put my binding in there. Well, we'll put a fabric one on the, my iron's making a funny noise. It's kind of like it wants to spray water, but I have it turned off. I don't remember what I was saying. I'm very sorry. The iron making these noises caught me off guard. Can you hear it? It's blowing air here somewhere. Must be down in here somewhere. It's not used to being used. That's what it is. Oh. We'll put a fabric, I think this is going to be pretty heavy duty anyway for the spine, with the wonder under on both sides, because it does stiffen up the material quite a bit, but yet it leaves it nice and pliable. So, okay. Ooh. Can you hear that? That's my iron. It says, I don't know what you're doing to me, but I don't like being ironed. So, oh boy. Pretty. Almost makes you want to flip it around, doesn't it? But we're not going to. We're going to be brave. Okay, so once again, I'm going to put my little crease back in there. Going to flip it over. Then I'm going to unplug that iron since it's making funny noises at me. Ooh, look at that. Isn't that pretty? Let me grab this. Oh yeah, see how pretty that matches? Look at that. So I really like that the sound of this. Let's fold it and see what happens. Where should we put it? Right at the beginning? Right about here? We'd have to cut it down, of course. But we'll give it kind of a nice crunchy sound. I have one from the other day too. Yep, don't like it there at all. But we can stick it inside. We really do have to cut it down a bit. So we'd have to cut it down along there. Well, let's get all this stuff out of our way first. And let's see. Sorry about my head. I'm trying to find my chair. It's way off back there behind me. Okay. Now, this piece. It's crooked up there, so we probably want to clip that off. We want to clip it off right about here. Let's start there. I mean, we might as well use this. It's a nice piece of paper. It's straight along the bottom, so let's go up here and fold this down. There we go. Give it some crease lines. I'd rather have it shorter than taller. Okay, so let's put one of them here. Like that. And I think I have another one. Yes, I do. It's a little bit larger, but that doesn't mean we can't cut it down. So I think we'll cut it down right up here. Cut the sleeve first. Might be a little crooked. That's okay. Oh, we got to cut a little off the bottom. Who was it? Tina said that you should always cut into the fold so that the paper won't go crooked. How about that? That works. I love it. I'm going to just give that a little crease. That works really good. Thanks, Tina. Okay, so there, let's put one here. And then we have this little one left. I wonder what we can do with it. One, two, right here. There we go. That makes it kind of nice, kind of gives it some personality. And then of course this one is small. And there. And we did decide to leave this rather fat as a one signature. And oh, we decided to leave these, I decided to leave these edges hanging out. They're going to get closer once I get the strings put in it and bind it. Oops, sorry, I just pulled the camera and wiggled you guys like crazy. Upset the apple cart, I did. Okay, we're not ready to sew that in, but we are ready to sew around this. I think I want the better stitching on the outside edge, so we're going to leave that on the outside. I'm going to put my good scissors up there. You know what I did last night is I totally forgot to close my glues. So I don't know how my glues are going to be today. They might be a little naughty. Sorry about my beautiful mat. But it is a workhorse and it puts up with me, so that's good. Okay, iron, you go there. Sewing machine, you come over here. Get that iron out of the way. Okay, you can kind of see that? Okay. I can't bring you down here to get in closer to it. I mean, I can come in closer to it, but I don't think you want to be that much closer. I think I'll start down here at the bottom. And we're going to, I think we'll do it at, well, let's do this. Let's pick our stitch first. This machine is not as fancy as my one over there. Oh, but it does have a leaf stitch. No hearts. It has a quilting meandering stitch. Has a blanket stitch. Has a little star. It does have the little one that I love, the, what do you call it? Don't know, the little X's. It has that. Let's try 36. That's the leaves. Okay. So I am going to test it on a piece of paper. Let's see. Let's test it on this file folder. You know, it is in white though. I wonder what I should do. Maybe I should just do the regular stitch on it. You know, the zigzag stitch. I wish it had a flower. It does have the leaf though. Okay, let's try the leaf. Put that back up. We need to probably adjust. It has, let's just try it. First we try, and then we fix. No. The thread came out. My thread is being weird. Oh, this is not my other machine, though. Hope it's not going to be a naughty machine today. It may not like this paper. I think my thread is around my needle rod. That would not be the first time that I have had that happen with this machine. It's hard for me to sew slow. Okay, let's have a look at it. Well, that'd be okay, but I think I need to make the stitch a little bigger. Now, let's figure this out. Yeah, my thread twisted on my needle, so it was wrapping around it. Weird. Okay. I think we'll go to 3, and that's as far as it will go. Let's see if this makes any difference. Always better to practice twice and sew once. You've heard that used in other things. Yep, that's slightly bigger. Can you see that? Oh, how about that? Crazy lights. I gotta get some new lights. These are driving me up the wall. Anyway, it's a little bigger. My glue. Okay, so we have the option of leaves. I wonder what happens if I move that down a little bit. Puts the leaves a little closer together. I think that's kind of cool. But I don't really like it. Well, it looks really basically the same. These are a little bigger. Let's have a look at this stitch right here. Number 23. When I'm over here, I put my scissors far away from me, my sewing scissors. Otherwise, I might use them on paper. And I don't really want to do that. Okay. Okay. Oh, I like that. Catch up on my ink. I just love the X's. I just think they're cool. So I started out small and then I got bigger over here. And I think maybe we will go with that. I can make it just slightly larger. But, gosh, we used that on the last one. Well, it was slightly different than this one, actually. I wish this one had the hearts on it. Ooh, nice with the big ones. Look at that. See, this is a 2-row. And let's just, sorry, I'm holding you up here, guys. That was 23. 18. Whoops. Oh, I like this one. There we go. That's the one. Sometimes you just gotta play around and find the right one. So I'm going to use this one, but I have lengthened out the stitches and separated the width so that the holes are not punching any closer together. This is a little too close together. I don't want, you know, the book to pop apart just due to the stitches. So we're going to do it like that. And I don't think it matters on top and bottom here. Finding the perfect stitch. We like that. I have to bring this a little bit closer because I have glues and stuff back there. Hope it looks all right. I should look at it. No, don't look at it till you're done. This would have been very pretty in a pink thread. A darker pink. Oops. Almost got it off the trail there. Whoops, did not want to do that. Oh, I did it again. On my other machine, it has a foot down button, and I'm constantly trying to press that over here to put the foot down, but it doesn't work. On this one, it's manual to put the presser foot down. Boy, it's noisy today, isn't it? Running into the glue. Does not like it. Okay, do not press that button. I could have gotten closer to the edges. I just wasn't sure how close to get because I never know how far these stitches are going to stitch towards the edge of the fabric or move when it's a special stitch. Because a lot of times the fabric will move 1/8 of an inch to either side. Don't press that button, Ange. Now you can lift that needle. Okay, it's hard to see, but it is a very pretty stitch in there. And once you see it, just barely? It's kind of a little scallop stitch all the way around. I need to put this camera on 4K. That's what I need to do. Because it is not on 4K. Because it loads up better. Faster. If I don't 4K it. But it's time to change it. I think I'd get better lighting and stuff with it. But I definitely have to switch my lights here around this area. Because they're just not working. Okay, well, that probably brings us very close to the end of our day here today. This is going to be very pretty. This will definitely go here. Now, should it be on the inside of that stitching? Probably. No, because it has kind of its own stitching. We may stitch around the outside of this one too. But just do a zigzag because that's what it has down here. Yeah. If I go to the inside of it, well, then that looks pretty nice too. Yeah, might just go to the inside of it and leave that area around it. I do want to put lace and do some sewing on the inside, so. Okay, well, that's where that's going to go. And we need to, boy, I wish I could put that through my machine. I need an industrial machine. Run that right through it. That would be swell. But we're going to poke it in. Do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself about. That's what it's all about. Do. Yeah. This is going to be nice. I'm debating, this has really gotten heavy duty with all the Wonder Under and stuff. I'm just debating whether or not I need a piece here. But if I do need a piece there, I was thinking, why not this already has the stuff on it. Why not just make it this piece of fabric and iron it down to here, and then it'll be all ready. It's just a one signature. It doesn't need to be very big. I mean, if I come over 3 of these and go over 3, that would be all right. And then that would give an extra oomph to this spine, wouldn't it? Yeah, it would. All we have to do is iron it down to it. Yeah. I think maybe we will do that. We'll iron it. Do we need to have an ironed one? Or should we just use, should we use something totally different? Maybe we should. And maybe it should be free floating type. And torn instead of, yeah, what if we did that? What if we tore it? We know we would need to cut it. I know I was letting you go, wasn't I? Ha! Tricked you. We know we'll tear it there. Let's go from here to there. We'll go there. I know that's too wide. But now we'll go here. I don't think it needs to be very wide, you guys. Oh, now that is lovely. Look at that. Oh, I love it. I don't think I can tear this little tiny piece. But we can fray it. There's no problem with that. Talking to the girl who used to fray all her jeans just so they'd look raggedy at the bottom. My poor parents. Oh, when I wasn't sewing bells into them, bell bottoms, into my jeans. I probably tore up my brother's jeans to get my oh, to get the jean material. Oh my gosh. Oh well. I was always creative. That's for sure. There, look at that. I like that. Okay, so that is going to be our spine. That'll be perfect. Okay, so join me tomorrow and we will put in the spine. And I'm just going to let it kind of free float there. I think it'll be fine. And what else will we do? I don't know. We'll sew this in tomorrow. We'll sew our signature in tomorrow. This one should go pretty fast. A couple of more videos. We do have the inside to do. I'll try and get some of that made. And I have some stuff made, but yeah, I like this. This is going really cool, you guys. I love the way it sounds and the way it feels. I love how the fabric is definitely adhered to the envelope without all the problems of the glue. That was really cool. I really like that. So anyway, it's going really well. I'm enjoying this journal, and I'm enjoying putting the signature and the cover together. First time. Woohoo! I love it. All right, I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.